Let's talk about joint pain, neck pain, back pain from infections. And oftentimes you might have heard the saying, I had a cold that settled in my neck, or I had a cold that settled in my back. Well, it really happens, especially when the lymphatics get all congested. And so we might see somebody with chronic neck issues or chronic low back issues or even sciatica issues where infection is driving it. There's infection in the lymphatic system. We can feel under their chin and feel lymph nodes swollen or feel lymph nodes congested in the neck. That leads to a total congestion in the muscles, and then they're stiff and they don't move right, and the person may get adjustments or they may get massages, and it still doesn't really resolve, and they need something extra to help with infections. We've seen that many, many times over the years. In some of our most stubborn and difficult cases, that has been the key to unlock them or get them well, is to deal with infections. And sometimes for men it might be infections in the prostate, or men or women infections in the bladder that of course radiate to the back, and many people know about that. But sometimes when these infections are low grade, it doesn't work that way. But the most common thing is infections in the lymphatic system that aren't clearing out, that just make us stiff and difficult to resolve. One of the best products we've used over the years is called Total Back Tea. We carry that in our office. It's a combination of 5 herbs. Cat's claw, that's used for a lot of healing of wounds and digestive issues and joint pain and stiffness. And then it's olive leaf, which has antibacterial and antiviral properties and is used often for both and reduces inflammation. Astragalus, which really kicks up the immune system to deal with things. And then red clover, which is an herb that's used to cleanse the body of toxins. And so Total Back Tea is one of our favorites and most used products over the years. Other times we might use homeopathic formulas like Bacteriacord or Viracord. We may use nutritional products from Standard Process like Cataplex AC or Thymex for bacterial infections. And something we use for teeth infections, and this is pretty, at least for us, it's pretty well used uniquely for tooth infections, because those can drive a lot of chronic neck issues, a lot of chronic sinus issues, ear infections, and so forth. A lot of chronic problems can come from our teeth, and this one seems to be particularly good. It's a product from Weed Botanical with Echinacea, Chaparral, and Golden Seal, and we use that for teeth infections. And you can swish around in your mouth. Part doesn't taste very good, but it clears out a lot of chronic infections. So those are just some of the ideas of products that we use when somebody seems to have an infection related to their musculoskeletal pain. So, and a good clue is if I've adjusted somebody a few weeks and they're not resolving, then we want to look deeper for infections and see if that's going on. So just consider that for yourself. Just a bit of a learning tip here today. I'm Dr. Michael Winters, Winters Wellness, Chiropractic Redefined.